beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. Elevance Health has a role open right now. We're going to be sharing it in this video circle as well. Some of these roles are data entry type of jobs, so you do not want to skip any part of this video. Watch from start to finish. Let's dive right in. This one is with Elevance Health and it is titled Utilization Management Representative Level 1. This is a contract role, okay? So which means that they are hiring a lot of people to help complete a specific task or a specific project. For this particular role, you are going to be responsible for managing incoming calls or incoming post-service claims type of work. You're going to be helping to review contracts and eligibility, especially specific to benefits. You are also going to be helping to provide prior authorization for inpatient admission. You're going to be helping with outpatient pre-certification, like I said, prior authorization, and any services that were received post payment. So you are going to be reviewing those and then escalating those applications to either the nurse or maybe someone who is also a non-clinician but with more experience. So these type of roles, I do want to just quickly say, oftentimes they train you before you start. So you will be trained, provided with tools and resources you need to be successful, and then you can begin the work. And that makes sense because right now they are not hiring for this role immediately. The anticipated start date is in December, so which means that training will probably be happening right now should you be hired so that you can officially start at that start date. They also have other expectations on here: conducts clinical screening process, authorizes initial set of sessions to provider, check benefits for facility-based type of treatment. They are basically looking for you to help do that initial assessment before a clinician actually touches those files. What are the requirements for this position? They require high school diploma or GED and a minimum of 1 year of customer service or call center experience. They also have on here like a combination of education and experience would suffice. So if you do not have particularly maybe customer service or call center type of experience, but you have other experience, as long as you have high school diploma, that might be okay. Or you don't have high school diploma, but if should you have a ton of experience, for customer service or call center, then that should also be enough to make your eligibility okay for this role. They also talk about medical terminology training as well as experience in medical or insurance field. That is a preference, so it's not required. So even if you do not have that, you are still eligible to apply. Again, this is a contract role. It's full-time contract. So what does that mean? So if they're looking for somebody for 6 months, you're going to work your 40 hours per week for that 6 months, right? So it's not like, oh, it's a contract. It means that you will not have enough hours. So it's just for a period of time that they've allotted for the contract to last. That's when you would be a full-time working person for that company. So if it's a year, you work full-time, 9 to 5, every day for a year, so and so forth. The only difference is that with contract versus someone that is non-contract is that you are entitled to benefits. So health insurance and all of these other benefits that a lot of companies offer, you'll be entitled to it. Versus if you are a contract individual, you will not be entitled to any of those benefits. Hopefully that makes sense. But if anyone has any questions about contract versus non-contract, please let me know. Leave it in the comments section and I will respond accordingly. All right, so that is the first row. Let's talk about what the salary of this one is. Based on my research, this one is going to pay between $17 to $22 an hour. So 17 to 22, that is the range. So depending on where your experience falls, because this is very much an entry level role, depending on where it falls, you could be entitled to more, right? So if you have a lot of experience, they may give you more, versus if you're just starting out, they may give you less. So it really depends on what you're bringing to the table. So that's the first opportunity. And then the second one is with this company called Circle. So Circle is looking for an HR specialist. This is an entry level role as well. The salary range is between 42 and $64,000 per year. So 42 to 64 per year. And this is a full-time position. It's a non-contract role. So they're seeking a highly motivated, results-driven human resources specialist. This is entry level to join our HR shared service team. This full-time hourly role offers the opportunity to work with collaborative and engaged teams, supporting employees and contributing to our award-winning workplace culture. This position reports to the manager of HR and is based out of Virginia headquarters location with the ability to telework 1 to 2 days per week as applicable per manager's discretion. So 1 to 2 days per week. Okay. So what they are saying basically, this is a hybrid setup. It's a hybrid setup. You're going to be working from home about 2 days a week. So this position, they have a number of descriptions of what this role is going to entail: relationship with recruiters, hiring managers, initiating and monitoring clearance background checks, all of that, serving as a liaison between internal and external callers for HRO departments, someone who's going to work closely, especially with regards to audits and legal requests, because oftentimes every year there's always expectations from HR to fulfill in terms of, people working for them, where people, should they have certifications, for example, or they have licenses, where the license is up to date, how did you verify, how did you check, and so forth. Did you conduct background check on this individual, and what were the outcomes, and how many of these do you do, how frequent do you do them? So those type of audits are often conducted either at the beginning or mid or towards the end of the year, and those typically are results or expectations come from HR. So they are expecting that this individual would collaborate and work with legal as well as audit teams to allow for that to be successful. So that's it. And then they also have on here to meet your recruiter. They have some guidance on what to do, how to go about it. On here, they also provide some tips. To be successful in this role, you will have to have an associate's degree in related field with 1 year of experience, or high school with 2 years of experience. Someone who has the ability to work flexible hours as well is a plus. They have other key competencies here. Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, all of those are just a given. They go over their benefits: medical, dental, robust vacation, sick leaves. They also talk about 401k and being able to match tuition reimbursement, life insurance, and disability coverage, or and so much more that are listed here. So definitely, if this is of interest to you, I encourage you to go through this page. I will be providing the links in the description of this video. The last opportunity that I do have is this one right here, which is with this company called Stanley Black and Decker. So Stanley Black and Decker, so you can see this is a remote role, and it is a customer service agent role. It's also a contract position, and specifically it's for 1 year. So they are looking for a bilingual customer service representative for 1 year contract, who would be part of a dedicated team based in Canada and reporting to customer service supervisor. So the successful applicant will maintain a high level of service to both customers and account executives in dealing with day-to-day business activity. The successful applicant will also act as a key contributor to the customer service team by receiving distributors' calls and inquiries. So this individual, the expectation, you say, at Stanley Black and Decker Canada, we are proud to be awarded the following honors. It's a good place. They are basically trying to make the case that they are a good place to work for. What will you be doing? Processing transactions, various inquiries, and also using SAP as well as Outlook, receive distributor calls, as well as some end user calls also. They also talk about someone who is going to provide reliable information to customers, work with appropriate functional groups or team members to proactively eliminate errors and inefficiencies in the order process. What are they looking for? College or some university level type of knowledge, and also diploma degree. They're looking for bachelor's basically. And also, if you have an associate, you can apply for this role as well. They also have on here someone who is very strong with keyboarding, data entry skills, team player, someone who has the ability to communicate very well, both orally as well as in writing. They also talk about the bilingual piece is either French or English. So whichever you can speak is definitely an asset. So if you do not speak any other language, I still encourage you to apply depending on where your interest lies if you're interested in actually pursuing the role. But specifically, they do have bilingual there. So I would definitely say if you are bilingual, this is really the role for you. With this position, based on my research, the salary for this position is going to range between 19 and $34 per hour. That is the range, 19 to 34. So depending on what experience you bring to the table might determine where you fall. So really those are the three job opportunities I wanted to quickly come and share with you guys. If you have any questions, please come back, leave it in the comment section. Want to say thank you to each and every one of you for continuing to follow this channel and for continuing to watch. Until next time, I wish you all the very best of luck, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye bye.